Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Ryan, and today I'm going to be asking the question, can you beat Fallout 3 with only purchased items? Before getting into the run, let's go over the rules of this challenge. Firstly, I can't use any items that I have not purchased, including ammo, health items, armor, and weapons. I'm not allowed to pick up meds I'm actively using, unless they are forced upon me by certain quests. Weapons I already have purchased or ammo for weapons that I have purchased, but everything else is fair game. The main reason for this rule is it's just a pain in the ass to keep track of all the different ammos that I've purchased, as they all kind of stack, all the ammos that I already have purchased stack together with the ones that I would find. And then I also don't want to repair weapons with the weapons that I pick up, as I didn't purchase those weapons. But with all that out of the way, let's get started. Being born into this world, I decided to name my character Consumer, as that's what we're going to basically be for this run, right? Then, for my special stats, I went for 1 strength, 10 perception, 5 endurance, 3 charisma, 8 intelligence, 5 agility, and 8 luck. My idea for this build was to kind of go for a hybrid small guns, energy weapons. I don't really know how good that is. Maybe it's good, probably not. Build with high int as well to carry me through some parts of the story that require it. Uh, for my tag skills, I went with lockpick, science, and small guns. Going through the rest of the vault section, I fail the run when I have to use the BB gun to kill the rad roach, but we won't talk about that. And then doing all the other passing through time stuff in the vault. We get up to starting to leave the vault, looting what I can from the guards that I kill, which I don't kill most since I don't have any weapons starting out with this. And even saving Butch's mom with my fist because I'm just a stand-up guy, to be honest. Leaving the vault, I head to Megaton, stopping to trade with Crazy Wolfgang to sell any of my plunder from the vault, which ends up netting me around 300 caps, where I buy Fort Stimtax. Next, it's time to go into town. I talk with Moria, starting the survival guide quest, as it should be able to get me a lot of money, as you go to a lot of places with a lot of expensive stuff. And I buy a lead pipe and a sawed off from her. And then I head over to talk with Moriarty and agree to take care of Silver because that's just free money too. I go and collect the money from her, which nets me another 200 caps, which I can use to buy 30-ish shells for my shotgun, where my next stop is the Super Duper Mart. Arriving at the Super Duper Mart with no issues, not running into anything on the way, surprised to find that the raiders outside are actually already dead. Already killed by some random scavenger. It's free loot, I guess. Once inside, I slowly take down the raiders, kind of move around with my shotgun, trying to preserve ammo, but it ends up taking most of my ammo to clear out the building. But I do come out with quite the come up with probably at least 1,200 caps worth of items, which is huge for this early on in the run. And then before continuing on, I just wanted to mention as well that my stim packs might jump up like they did at the Super Duper Mart. I went from 4 to 11. That's because after getting the money from Silver, I went to buy stim packs as well. I promise you, I'm not cheating. It's just I'm going to be going back and forth to the shop a lot in between all these different places, and it's just going to be a pain in the ass to mention every single time, get really repetitive and boring. So just assume that if you see that ammo or stim packs jump up, that it's because I went to the shop in between. But after finishing up at the Super Duper Mart, I head back, return the quest to Moria, sell some more stuff, and then it's on to the next part of the Wasteland Survival Guide, which is getting rad poisoning, which is pretty easy. I just go sit in a pond next to the bomb, and then while waiting, I realize, I can just defuse the bomb, so I did that. I got a free house, which I never use. And then I just wait a few days after that for the shops to refresh. I purchase a sledgehammer and a laser pistol and ammo for my shotgun and laser pistol from Maria, and even some combat armor, which is a really nice find this early on at the shop. Next, it was off to the minefield for Maria, spanking a few raiders along the way. Arriving there, I just pick up every single landmine I can see, as it's literally just like $50 bills laying on the ground. You're not going to not pick them up, right? And then eventually, I avoided the sniper pretty much, and then eventually killing him, and then getting a sniper, which is also good to sell. And then after that, I returned to Megaton, and I felt like I was ready to finally head to the GNR radio station, which it wasn't bad to get to. Just running into a few ghouls in the underground, and then letting the Brotherhood deal with all the super mutants. and then getting that sweet, sweet loot from all the fallen enemies and even the Brotherhood members. After chatting with Three Dog, I head back underground to head to the Museum of Freedom and Washington Monument just to mark them for now, as I wanted to go back to Megaton, heal, turn in the Repellent Stick quest, which I did underground because I found 3 random mole rats down there and beat them to death with the stick. And then I restock a bit, and then I decide to go ahead and finish this chapter out for the survival guide, which is just standing still while the raiders shoot me at the school, coming back, having her look at me, and then running through the Mirelurk nest, not killing anything, just kind of running past them, and then putting the little device there. And then on the way to that, I might have killed Grandma Sparkled because I didn't like her inventory. It was kind of dog shit, so that's a reason to die, right? Now it's time to head back to the Museum of Freedom to grab the device for Three Dog, which didn't go terribly. I killed a few of the super mutants, but then started getting beamed by the ones with assault rifles, so I just said screw it, I'm just going to run past them. And I just grab the part, run out of there, and then I TP back to the GNR building, talk to Three Dog, and then the next stop is Rivet City, baby. After another fun-filled Raider-controlled underground trip, I'm finally at River City. And then after arriving there, I go ahead and talk to Madison Lee about my dad, head to the marketplace to buy some new toys. I pick up a hunting rifle, Chinese assault rifle, a combat shotgun, a bunch of ammo for the guns, some stim packs, and along with a needed repair for my weapons. I then talked to Bannon to get the history of Rivet City for Maria, which I also picked up while I went back to restock before this. Which ended up being the last part of the book I did for her, since I forgot about the rest of it, and I honestly, by the time I remembered towards the end, I just didn't feel like finishing it out. After that, it's time to head to Project Purity to kill some mutants and look for my dad, where I learn through a log that I need to head to Vault 112 to save his ass. And then along the way to Vault 112, I see the caged up super mutant behemoth. I feel bad, and I decide to let him loose and let him wreak some havoc, you know, it's his life. I watch him kill a few raiders, and then I head on my way to the vault. And getting there, you do the regular vault things, start the simulation, put in the code, start the Chinese invasion, release Dad, talk with him, and then we both go to not Diamond City, holy shit, that's not Fallout 4, Rivet City, to go talk with Madison Lee, and it's time to go over to Project Purity to finish killing the mutants, and then do all of Dad's fetch quests. And then finally, the Enclave arrive. I watch my dad die, sadly, then we get out of there. And I won't lie, I was not prepared for this part in the slightest. I did not realize how hard this was going to be. And by the time I was getting to the ghouls, I was completely out of ammo, my sledgehammer was broke, my Chinese assault rifle was broke, so I was forced to fight some ghouls with my fists, but they ended up being too strong. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm running. I hope everyone else makes it, which they surprisingly all did make it somehow. Which, after that, we're at the Citadel. I get the location of the Gek, and then it's time to head back to Rivet City to get some more supplies for the treacherous journey to get the Gek. After learning the Gek's location, I learned that it's in Little Lamplight, so the next stop is Little Lamplight to get into the vault. And after talking with MacCready, I don't have enough speech, because I haven't been building into it, to actually just get in for free, so I gotta go free his friends from slavery first, which I guess isn't a bad thing. So next we head to Paradise Falls. I barely pull it off with all my remaining shotgun ammo. And then with the kids free, I head back to Little Lamplight. I go trade with Knick-Knack to get a few things before going into the vault. And then I talk to Joseph to take the easier path, in air quotes, to the vault. Actually entering into Vault 87 now. You're never going to guess what I'm about to say. I was extremely unprepared. What a surprise. I only had the ammo I was able to get from Knick-Knack, which was not a lot. Maybe like 20 rounds for each guns, which is not enough for all the super mutants in there. After dying a few times, I just decided just to get it twisted and send it straight there. Unlock Fox, talk to him. Since my rep is high, he should be able to fight for me. And then just have him clear it out, because I did not have ammo or the means to kill all, because every single one of them are super mutant brutes, because this is where they kind of breed and everything. But I let him clean up all the enemies, let him grab the Gek, and then that's on to the Enclave base once they kidnap me. Now in the Enclave base, I accidentally tell Colonel Autumn the code, which I didn't even know you could do myself, and I didn't even know the code was 216, and end up getting myself killed like an idiot. But after that setback, I then proceed to break out the regular way, running past all the enemies, since I still have no ammo or nothing to use besides my sledgehammer after Bald 87. I then convince Eden to unalive himself and escape the Enclave base thanks to all the chaos going on, heading to Rivet City for a final restock as I collected a bunch of expensive loot from the Enclave. Finally arriving to the finale, it's going to be a long romantic walk with a big old robot, which goes pretty fine. Almost dying to a couple of the rockets because I was standing at his feet. And then, for some reason, the synth from the Commonwealth randomly runs up to me in the middle of this firefight and tells me I shouldn't be putting my nose into their business. And then, finally arriving at the Purifier after that long walk, we clear out the few remaining Enclave. I turn Colonel Autumn into a pile of assorted meat, which I probably can't show, but I've already showed a couple other people getting turned into meat piles, so fuck it. You get to see some more meat. And then I tell Fox to get his ass in there and turn that thing off, because I'm not dying for it. Fuck being the hero, fuck being the bigger man. And then after that, that wraps up the story, answering the question, yes, you can beat Fallout 3 with only purchased items. In the end, this run wasn't so bad. Just a lot of back and forth, getting loot to sell, buying stuff, waiting for traders to restock. It definitely wasn't as hard as the Cannibal run, I could definitely say. It has its unique issues that only this run will have, like always being low on supplies, never really having enough money to have meds, or never really having abundance of anything, really. I also did play on hard difficulty for this challenge, which I forgot to say, which for all these challenges, just assume I'm playing on hard difficulty. Because normal feels kind of too easy, I'd say. I like a little bit of a challenge, but that's just me. But overall, I had a great time with this run going through Fallout 3 again. It was a blast. I haven't played this game in years. And with that, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like or even subscribe. And even if you don't, just watching the video to this point truly means the most to me, and I can't thank you enough. Thanks for watching.